we need to give you a place to do your crafting, right? I mean, this could be for anything, but we're talking crafting today. This is from Storesmith. It's an adjustable desk. So do you want to stand to do any of your crafting? Look, I could do my markers, I could do whatever it is that I want, but it adjusts lower because the other option over there, which is the white option, is now in the adjustable seated position. But because there's no legs on one side, it's basically all on one side, you can also swing this over a bed. You can do this at your couch. You can do this over a bench, whatever it is adjustable and customizable to whatever you need. This is $20 off today, getting it down to $59.95. Black or white are your options. Let's see this thing adjust. Let's get all the ins and outs. Hi. You're in. I love when Rebecca Wood gets to come in with us. Oh my goodness gracious.
Isn't this great, especially on a crafting day? I love it because
I'm telling you,
when you're crafting at home, you like to sit for a while, right? But then your back can start hurting, and so you really want to be able to stand up. You want choices, right? So that's what is going to give you. You're going to get 3 different options with this, from 30 inches to 35 inches to 42 inches. So it's very easy to stand. It will hold up to 22 pounds. Love what you said though, because a lot of people will look at it, right? Yep. They're gonna look at this and they're gonna think this is a great crafting desk, full size, 31.5 by 15.5, a full size desk. But because we made it with that slim design, it is the perfect TV table, if you wanted your TV dinners, if you're convalescing and you want to push this in under your bed. My couch has the little feet, so we all had that virus that was going around about 6 weeks ago. It was so wonderful to be able to have your soup, your ginger ale, and then look at how great it is. One hand, do you see that? Because it's on wheels, 2 of them do lock. Look how easy it is to push aside. So if you do know of anybody convalescing and they're a little bit weak, it's just a wonderful, wonderful tool to have at home. Look at you.
I mean, right?
You look professional.
Like Kelly is on with us. Okay, good morning, Chrissy, everybody. Oh, I also have all of my little, my cards, my dots. I've got my coffee here. I've got my cards. I'm ready to do my cool markers. I mean, look how much I have going on up here.
It fits so much. So I have a full laptop. I usually will have the organizer that we have over there. Everything you needed is that full-size desk. So that's so important, right? You want to be able to use, you could have your Gemini or your Empress. You can do your die cuts easily because it's so wide. You can go right over it. And it will hold it. It will hold up to 22 pounds.
How tall are you normally?
With heels, 5'9".
About 5'9"? Yeah. Okay, so because I wanted to show kind of where it hit, right? So
this is perfect.
Exactly. I'm seated in just a regular everyday chair to do this, but again, swinging this over your bed because it doesn't have the additional legs on the other side. This really can go anywhere, and maybe sometimes you're crafting, even if you do have a craft room, but you want to go sit near the hubby, maybe while he, watches TV, and you want to bring your crafts out so you can at least be in my husband and I just want to be in the same room. Like, it doesn't matter what we're doing.
I love it. I think that's
right.
Yes.
So just bring it out. Bring it out to the living room, or take it with you wherever you want to do it. But this can really home office for the kids to do their homework, crossword puzzles. We all know I would eat on mine. I mean, there's a million different things this can be used for.
Exactly. And what I really love too is when you're looking at this, think outside the box. Yes, you look at it office, 100%. Crafts. Think about it. What I do is I love to do my makeup in front of a window, right? So I love to be able to wheel this up to the window, do my makeup, and then I can wheel it back. Take it into the kitchen. Have your smart tablet and look at the recipes as you're making them. Maybe it's going to be your extra space with all of the holidays coming up when you can wheel out the desserts, have a little dessert cart. I mean, this is really just an extra workstation, and however you want to do it, with 3 various heights. You're sitting down at the 30.
I'm at the 30.
And all you do is you have these little knobs here that you would unscrew, and you can see that we have the openings here.
Okay.
And then you would move it to either of them. So right now it's at the 42. This would be the 35. This would be the 30. Okay. Now, one of the big things that I love to point out, because the very first time I ever built anything was a desk. And there were several pieces left over. I had stuff that never worked, and I went to sit down, and it hit my legs, and I had to go buy now a special chair for that desk. Look what you have. Now, if you want it taller, you could use this at a bar with a bar stool.
Oh, yes.
Whatever chair you have at home,
this will
work for
adjustable to it. Right, and it's really funny you said that, because I bought my husband now works from home. I bought him like a really nice office chair. I went out, I spent a lot of money. I'm like, honey, you're working from home now. I did it didn't fit the desk.
See?
And so he went and he got something to put the chair on so it would be high enough for the desk. We spent extra money. My heart was in the right place, I promise. But this would have fixed that issue. So white is the one that I have. Black is the other option. So that's the two color choices. But if you're looking at this and you're like, well, do I pick the low one? Do I pick the high one? It's the same desk.
It is.
First off, if you just tuned in and you're thinking.
Various heights.
Right.
30 you have.
Yep.
Goes up to 35.
Yep.
So if you just have a little bit higher of a chair, and all the way to 42 when you want to stand. You know, they say smoking is the new sitting. Yeah. Or no, sitting is the new smoking. Let me try that again. Yeah. You have to get up. You've got to get your blood moving. A lot of times we have the lower back issues. When you're crafting, you're hunched over, right? Yeah. That's how we all do it. You're using your markers, you're creating your beautiful crafts, and then your back's gonna hurt. This is gonna get you up, stretch out that back, but then in an instant, go back down to 30, so when you wanna sit down again, you can. So 30, 35, 42, up to 22 pounds.
Do you know how expensive those things are? That those, what are they called? Like the
ergonomically correct.
Yes, the things that kind of lift everything up for you. Those are kind of expensive. This is that and then some.
Yes.
Being able to lift everything up, and you have the adjustability. It's not always just up. It can be in between or at the lower pace. Did we talk about weight that was on this?
Yes, up to 22 pounds. So at the low end, it's going to be 22 pounds.
Am I?
You're going to be 22 pounds.
Okay, this is the 22 pounds.
If you have it up higher, this is going to be 11 pounds.
Okay.
So still, it's going to hold
a lot of weight,
a lot of crafting stuff, right?
Oh, yeah.
And what we did is we wanted to make it very minimalistic. We wanted that slim design, so you can see how low it is to the ground. So for your beds or for your couches, it's going to go right under there. That's why TV tray, this is like the best TV tray that was ever made. It's going to go under, all on wheels, so you can push it away from the bed, push it away from the couch if you're using it for that.
Yep.
And then if you're just crafting, I love what you said. Yeah. You like to be with your husband.
I know.
So, but then maybe you want to go during the day, he's not around, and you want that sunlight when you're creating. You can just wheel it over to wherever you want to. Or, for me, I have very loud kids. So if I'm working and a call comes, I can just get out of the room they're in because they're so loud.
Scooch over. Let me give you a little hint. If you purchase this, it's $20 off. It's a great sell. If you buy anything else in this hour, you've now hit the $75 mark, which means everything is free shipping and handling. So if you picked up the markers, you picked up maybe the first item in this, plus this, that hits that $75 mark, everything in your cart is free shipping and handling, and everything today that's crafting is on 5 flexible payments. So let me tell you, grabbing this, somebody was talking about in here, I think it was Sharon was talking about this looking like a hospital bed.
It does.
Or a hospital table, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so it can swing out over your bed. So even if it's just you like to read or have, eat or, drink, or if you're not feeling well or whatever it is, but having this, and then you just swing it away. Do
you see how smooth it is? Those wheels are?
The wheels are really good.
One hand, I can swing it away. So if you are dealing with somebody maybe in an assisted living or anything like that, and they're not always strong, they still can have this full, and it will wheel away because those wheels are so smooth. They glide. 2 of them lock, so you want it, when you don't want it to move, it won't move. Yeah. Again, if you can unscrew a light bulb, you're gonna be able to change and adjust the desk in an instant. You just unscrew this right here. You can see the various heights that we have here, and then you would screw it back in. So this is going to be at the 42 inches, 35 inches, 32 inches, and it will hold up to 22 pounds. So great size, full-size desk, 31.5 by 15.5, will hold up to 22 pounds. I mean, it's really a mobile desk wherever you need it.
So don't forget, the 2 options are black or white. Right. That's the only choice that you're making. That desk and this desk, plus 1 additional height desk, is all the same.
Of them.
It's your adjustability by what you need, by the day, by the moment, whatever it happens to be. If, what Rebecca was talking about is if your back starts hurting, from sitting too much and you want to stand, you want to get a little bit of circulation, you want to kind of move around or whatever it is, then just make it higher. You could do that at any moment. I have a lot going on this desk. I can still probably go, get more on here.
Yes.
But in my real life, this would be my plate, like 4 or 5 different condiments, my